Hello and welcome. You're watching NewsX with me, Devika Chopra. Top focus right now is the assembly polls war in Delhi. As the Delhi Assembly elections inch closer, the political arena is heating up on many fronts. The Aam Aadmi Party has launched the Pujari Granthi Samman Yojana. AAP Supremo Arvind Kejriwal commenced the registration process at a temple near Kashmiri Gate today. This scheme will be providing a monthly honorarium of rupees 18,000 to priests and gantris in the national capital. This move has drawn considerable flack from the BJP. The BJP maintains that this is merely a desperate political stunt ahead of the elections. The BJP says that Arvind Kejriwal is making populist announcements in order to stay in power. Meanwhile, a war of words is also raged between Delhi LG VK Saxena and Delhi Chief Minister Atashi. LG Saxena has penned a letter to Delhi Chief Minister Atashi praising her while expressing concern that Arvind Kejriwal had labelled her as a temporary Chief Minister. He also called it a flagrant disregard for the democratic spirit and value enshrined in the Constitution. Reacting to this, Atashi has hit back saying that she is running the government on the path and vision put in place by Arvind Kejriwal, alleging that the LG's office was working as a BJP proxy. Atashi has said that he should focus on the betterment of Delhi instead of indulging in petty politics. However, that's not all. The cash for votes row has now exploded as well. Earlier, Delhi Chief Minister Atashi and AAP Rajya Sabha MP Sanjay Singh had alleged that Congress leader Sandeep Dixit was in cahoots with the Bharatiya Janata Party. Now, Dixit has stated that he will be filing a criminal defamation case against them. Let's begin this conversation with, I have with me Dr. Nimi Rastogi of the Aam Aadmi Party. Dr. Nimi Rastogi, the BJP and in fact even the Congress at this point in time claiming that the Aam Aadmi Party has failed to rule the national capital in the last 10 years, and that has resulted in the AAP Supremo now announcing one freebie after another, announcing populist schemes, starting this Granthi Yojana, for example, a Pujari Granthi Yojana in the national capital. How does the Aam Aadmi Party respond to these charges?
So, Devika, those are the words of desperation. Those are the words that are echoing the inner unrest of Bharatiya Janata Party, where every move of theirs is decimated by Aam Aadmi Party. Had I been little irresponsible, I would have said taste of your own medicine. But since I'm not, because my party is not, I would say that Aam Aadmi Party connect with the ground, with the people of all section, all strata, all occupation is so deep that we care for everybody and we can't afford to see anyone pushed onto the margins. We don't want the Granthis and Pujaris whose income is meager. We don't want them to suffer. So this is our attempt to bring them to the mainstream, bring them to a level where they can lead a respectable life. There's nothing populist about it. It's just a maverick idea that we aced it ahead of all parties.
Okay, Neoma Gupta, how does the BJP respond to that?
There's a big dichotomy and lacuna in the intentions of Aam Aadmi Party and what they actually land up doing. To Nimi, ma'am, if you allow me, can I ask you a few questions so that I can get your intention clear when it comes about the election? The salary of Delhi imams and Maulvis, which have not been paid for 17 months, when they protested, why did you ignore them? In January 2019, the Delhi government had increased the salaries of the imams from 18,000 and 16,000 respectively. Did the many pujaris and granthis of Delhi cross your mind at that juncture? Almost 3 years after the formation of your government in Punjab, no woman has received a rupee from your 1,000-month grant. Why? When it comes to Delhi government's, school teachers' salaries have not been increased for years and guest teachers haven't been regularized for a decade. Why? When it comes to the ASHA workers who are currently working on practically inhuman salary of 3,000 a month, no protests and cries are being heard. Why? So you see, the issue is that for your electoral convenience trumps everything else. For this, you will even be bold enough to ignore the majority community in your state. In fact, in March 2024, Delhi High Court issued a notice to the Delhi government and Delhi Waqf Board in response to a plea challenging the government's policy of utilizing the public money to pay salaries or honorariums to the imams. This plea has been filed by the BJP member Rukmani Singh ji. So it's also, the timings is so weird. And I have another question: is your budget and is the economic viability and sustainability practical for these schemes, like the women's scheme of 2100, now the Pujari schemes? Are you prepared for it? Have you created a structure? Because from what I gather, when it comes to infrastructure, which is completely decimated in Delhi, even even when it came to the transport, 30, like about, I think 38% was cut back. The buses are still not on road. So there doesn't seem to be a balance of equilibrium between action intention of governance to any level.
Okay.
One last doubt, ma'am. I'll make it very quick. Um, if in the event you do go ahead with this scheme, which pujaris and granthis will come under the ambit of your scheme? Because currently many temples are governed by the Independent Temple Management Trust. So how do you plan to interplay into all these technicalities? My clarification is very clear. Whatever you honor, you don't commit. Whatever you promise, you don't deliver. So we are not against anybody giving anybody salaries for any purpose whatsoever. But please walk your talk if you intend to make these promises just at the nth moment before elections as an electoral strategy and not as good intent.
Okay, okay. Dr. Nimi Rastogi, you've heard essentially where will the budget for it come from and why is the timing of it right ahead of the elections? Those are the two big questions that have been posed by the BJP.
So, Nirma, I would like to go systematically. We knew this question will arise, and our answer to Maulanas and father's salary is that it is also in pipeline. They will also be honored as much as the pujaris. In fact, our government was the one that increased the salary from 16 to 18, and soon their backlog of the salary, the pending salaries and dues will be cleared. As far as budgetary allocation is concerned, it is only Aam Aadmi Party that walks the talk. Whatever it promises with the right consideration, with absolutely all kinds of calculations as from where the money will come and how will we allocate this money. So our background, our homework is absolutely in order. We know, and anyways, Delhi is in budgetary surplus because we don't overspend on our infrastructure projects. We save money. We do not splurge it in the kickbacks or the all kinds of corruption. So Delhi is the only state that's in budget surplus without any assistance from the government, and our infrastructure and our spend on everything, right from flyovers to 10,000 kilometers of roads to 7,800 kilometers of sewer line to 4,000 kilometers of water line. Everything speaks volume about our sincerity towards our commitment. So these are absolutely clear things that we will walk the talk. And in fact, the people know that if Kejriwal is promising, this will happen. No other state, no other government. In 20 states, Bharatiya Janata Party has its government. Tell me, where have you started something like this? And all your already announced schemes are in limbo, or the money is being siphoned. So there is my answer.
Okay, all right. Sumit, come into the conversation here. Is this really a novel or maverick idea by the Aam Aadmi Party, or does the timing of the announcement seem suspicious to you as well? Is this the Aam Aadmi Party somewhere just trying to one-up the BJP at this point in time?
You see, Devika ji, thanks for having me on your show, and a very happy New Year to people in advance. Now, what we are seeing here is a classical case when Mr. Arvind Kejriwal comes up some trick from his pocket down, which is rolled in his sleeve. Typically, before the elections, Aam Aadmi Party gets into this, they keep on testing new things. Look, Bijli Pani worked in Delhi, it failed across the India, it didn't work in. So now what they are trying, as the election is nearing, they have seen what happened in 2024 elections. All the state elections happened that, and most of the times they ended up losing deposit in 99% of the places. So when these things are happening, now there is, the image of Kejriwal has taken a dent. There are corruption allegations, there are court cases happening. Now there is even some tussle between Arvind Kejriwal and Archie Marlena. We all know that. On the face of it, you might appear to be hanky-dory, but there are internal tussles and nobody wants to leave power. I mean, if is there anybody in Archie's place, nobody wants to leave power. Now, what you are trying to do is you are trying to hold back to Delhi at any way, even by straws whatsoever, in any way whatsoever. Let me ask him a few questions. Last 9 years, ma'am, you remember when there was Delta wave, we were on your channel, they were told कि भाई मोदी जी ने ऑक्सीजन नहीं दिया, कितने ऑक्सीजन प्लांट लगा दिए, कितने हॉस्पिटल बेड बनाए, how many ICU beds have you increased? When you are talking of, ma'am, 10,000 kilometers of road in Delhi, can you tell me where did you build 10,000 kilometers of road in Delhi? I don't think Delhi's roads put together will be 10,000 kilometers. Now, second thing you see, when you said about the schools, how many new schools have you built? I'm categorically asking how many new schools have you built? How many new colleges have you built? How many new universities have you built? You want, you will get the university to everybody. What about the free broadband? What about broadband to everybody? What about that Nari, Samman Yojana of 1,000 rupees, whatever? So only, and you look at the plight of DTC, the buses are really gone down. The plight is very bad. Now, what you are doing, you are trying to come up with a new gimmick so that you can hold to the power, ma'am, and somehow retain Delhi, because if you lose Delhi, there's nowhere you are going to do it. And in Delhi, you have a very classical situation. You can blame everything on LG. कुछ भी करेगा, blame it on LG and let this passing the parcel happen, and that is what has been the classical strategy. But when you move out with your flagship schemes and your wonderful model of governance and your brilliance at work, why doesn't no state take it on? You want to say that all the other states of India are crazy, they don't have brains, and the people who live in these states are, have some kind of a problem with you, because they can see through the model. Because most of the times when Aam Aadmi Party is questioned, you will blame sun, earth and moon, and there are three people: Amit Shah, Narendra Modi, LG. That's what you will do. So after sun, earth, the moon, will take three people and you will run it away with this. But these are all political gimmickry. Let me tell you one more thing, Devika ji. They say we have a budget surplus. Usually when you have a budget, like look at the central government, $330 billion are spent on infrastructure. If Modi ji decides tomorrow, let me not spend one nickel on infrastructure, मैं ये सारा subsidies में बांट देता हूँ. You will have subsidies on everything. You will even have the subsidy on this cup of tea which I'm having at my home. So this is the problem what they are doing. If you're compromising development and infrastructure and all your promises, utilizing the money in subsidies and then saying कि भाई हमारा budget तो surplus है. But is government there to collect the tax collectors' money and give it in subsidies, or is supposed to do the development? Okay, subsidies are good, but if the subsidies are happening at the cost of development and you keep on saying my budget is surplus, well, that is something which we'll look through. And let's not talk about jail board scam. Let's not talk about DTC scam. Let's not talk about the pithoras of scams or the alleged scams which are in investigation. So it is easier to come and say our model of governance and brilliance model, why it is not gathering any water anywhere in the country. That's
Okay, I'm going to let Dr. Nimir Rastogi respond to that.
I think Devika, Sumit ji has never stepped out on the road and taken a bus, electric vehicle bus. He has not gone to a single school. He has not gone to a single school where the transformation is.
Dr. Nimir Rastogi, to be very fair, he may not have stepped out in a bus, but I'm sure he sees those buses languishing on the roads almost on a daily basis, causing a traffic jam. But go ahead, please.
So my point is that Delhi is the only state that's pushing electric vehicle policy with such zeal that other states are following suit. We are the pioneers in the field and everybody knows about it. Our commitment towards public transport is so deep that we will go against all obstacle and still find our way to bringing more buses. Regarding schools, I mean, who is this person who's asking about what have you done in the schools? Please go enter a government school randomly. Choose you, take your pick, go to the school, sit there, absorb the atmosphere, and then come back and debate with me. It seems your connect is severed so that you are able to say things like these. And what about free electricity? 71% of Delhi gets zero bill. 51% of Delhi gets zero water bills. What about that? Entire women folk of Delhi gets this pink ticket where they don't have to pay, and as a result of which women are empowering themselves, they're going out to work, they are becoming the stakeholder in the development. So get your homework.
Okay, Neoma Gupta, once again. Sumit, I'll come to you. Neoma Gupta.
Just a small clarification when it comes to education, ma'am, specifically for Delhi, 2022 RTI revealed that only 63 schools were built till 2022. In November 23, it was revealed that 6 new buildings and 358 classrooms weren't even being used because the Delhi government had not paid the PWD the full amount. There are schools where thousands of kids study in double shifts, ma'am, and other where single classrooms accommodate more than 100 children. 66% of Delhi schools don't teach science in 11th and 12th, and 19% don't teach commerce. And because they aren't a vote bank, Many teachers' salaries have not been increased for years, and guest teachers have not even been regularized. So while we are spending a lot of money for you guys spend towards us when it comes to advertising your world-class model, the depth and the reality of the situation is rather dark. And when it comes to your transport, may I just ask you this specific question? When it came to 24-25, AAP reduced the Transport Ministry's budget by 38%. They promised 5,000 buses, but instead the number of buses had decreased. Ma'am, if you're planning to introduce all schemes again at an electorally convenient moment, how do you not work on the infrastructure which we are currently living in? When it comes to Sumit sir, he did mention the condition of the roads. It doesn't.
Okay,
take
okay. I'm
rocket
going to
science
let
get
Nimi
out
Rastogi
this-
respond to that. Then I want to bring in the Congress into the conversation as well. Nimi Rastogi, go ahead, respond to that.
See,
Hi, Devika.
percent of our commitment towards public transport or infrastructure has been fulfilled. Our top leadership has said that all our energy has been dissipated by 2 years of imprisonment of our top leaders. But even then, whatever could have been done has been done. If you copy the data from the Google and then quote it on a TV debate, that wouldn't work.
Ma'am, it's an RTI. It's an RTI. The education. It's an
Please,
RTI.
that's my open challenge to all the panelists. Why don't you go to a nearby school, pick up any school and go there and then tell me,
Okay.
what all changes, transformation. Talk to a student there, talk to the teacher, how happy they are because their own, expertise has been improved and,
Okay.
there's overall change.
Okay,
which is,
Sumit, 30 seconds. Then I want to have the conversation about Aam Aadmi Party versus Congress that is also going on in the capital.
Just 30 seconds, Devika ji. I asked Nimi ma'am very specific questions. How many new schools, how many new colleges, how many new hospitals, how many new ICU beds, how many new universities have you built? Going and doing a paid putaya, making it famous doesn't work. And as far as Delhi schools are connected, ma'am, I have myself studied in a Delhi government school. 11th, 12th was from a Delhi government school. I'm a product of Delhi government school myself. So it's not that Mr. Kejriwal came and Delhi government school started working and functioning. So I'm also a Cornell alumni, but I studied from Delhi government school. That's on record. So let's not say, and still the double shifts are happening. Still new infrastructure is not there. Still the conditions are not good. And you never answered my one question, ma'am. What if I don't do any infrastructure development and put money into subsidies? Which kind of economic model is that? And do you want to take country to like Venezuela? Do you want to make another Venezuela of the country? Then that is a perfect model. I rest my
Okay,
case.
all right.
We are not ignoring infrastructure. In fact, that's the bone of the whole development. That's the spine of whole development.
Okay, Kushagra Saxena. Okay, I want to bring in the Congress as well. Kushagra Saxena, why is it that the Congress party is now really turning the heat up against the Aam Aadmi Party as far as the Delhi elections are concerned? You were pretty good together as far as the 2024 general elections were concerned. The Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party were happy to be together in an alliance. What has happened ahead of the Delhi polls?
Hi, Devika. First of all, wishing everyone a very happy new year. And in your panel, actually, today I'm not sitting as a Congress spokesperson. Moreover, I'm sitting as a concerned citizen of Delhi here. And as you have asked that why we are not together for the Delhi Assembly election, so let me clear one thing, that during the Bharat Jodo Yatra, when Rahul Gandhi was on a yatra from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, every opposition party were, we actually found a common interest together that in the national welfare, that we need to eliminate BJP for the better sake of the country. So as per to many regional parties and Congress, I've actually found this and had a very common interest. So that election was fought on the national interest and on the national topics. But when it comes to Delhi, it is actually not similar like what we have in the national issues. And to make accountable, and it took 15 years for Congress under Sheila Dikshitji's government when we transformed Delhi from a ravaged state to a world-class capital. So we are here to make both Aam Aadmi Party and BJP to make them accountable, to ask them questions, what they have done and how they have turned Delhi from a world-class capital to a disastrous, state. Here we, here every Delhi citizen has been concerned. On the every front, Delhi has become a disaster now, whether you will find air, land or water. Air, like citizens of Delhi aren't getting a proper air to even breathe. We are breathing in a poisonous and hazardous air. Land is filled with garbages and everything has been ruined what we have done in the last 15 years. And the crime is on peak in Delhi. And when it comes to water, that like Nimi Rastogi was claiming that Delhi people are having a good quality of water. Ma'am, few days back, every year there is a problem that sewer lines has not been transformed, sewer lines has not been prepared, and every rainy seasons Delhi has been choked and clogged everywhere in the entire section. The entire city gets choked. And on the other hand, like अगर हम बात करें कि पानी की, दिल्ली वालों को एक ग्लास साफ पीने का पानी तक नहीं मिल पा रहा है, एंड यू आर क्लेमिंग दैट यू आर डिलीवरिंग ऑल द प्रोमिसेस यू हैव बीन मेड. And this is the problem, with Aam Aadmi Party. They are just here to make fake promises. And when someone asks them about the accountability, then they introduce another gimmick. They introduce another scheme, which are like, पंजाब में इन लोगों ने जैसा कुछ दिन पहले 2-2.5 साल पहले इनका गवर्नमेंट था, इन्होंने प्रॉमिस किया था कि after elections we will be like delivering 1,000 rupees to every woman. आज तक वो डिलीवर नहीं हुआ. Not even a single penny has been delivered to any citizen of Punjab. एंड उसके बाद अब ये लोग एक नया ब्लफ, एक नया गिमिक लेकर आए हैं कि 2100 वी विल डिलीवर व्हेन वंस वी विल बी बैक इनटू पावर. और जिसका एक्चुअली अगेंस्ट इन्हीं की दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट का
but Kushagra Saxena, yes, the Congress is raising the same issues as the BJP is as far as Delhi is concerned. But my question then becomes, when you come together claiming that to decimate the BJP at the national level, all parties must come together, why will the people anywhere, regardless, be it Delhi or any other state, then really take you seriously when you decide to go against one another as far as a state election is concerned? You want us to put our faith in an opposition alliance at a national level, but suddenly at the state level you say that, this particular party is actually not that great, so don't vote for them, vote for us.
Can I say something?
Yeah, Niyama Gupta, I'll give you a chance, but let Mr. Saxena respond.
Devika, when it comes to national issues, so we are very much clear that we have different national, issues on the national front, and we have different concept of issues at the state level. And since people are sick and tired from both these parties because they are busy in blame games. BJP is saying AAP is corrupt, AAP is saying BJP is corrupt, and on the moral grounds they don't, they both don't deserve a fair chance even to contest the election, because they have made Delhi a biggest disaster in all these 12 years. So people are actually eyeing on Congress, and they are actually, willing to get back to the golden 15 years of Congress rule, where we have actually transformed the entire Delhi from, it took really a hard work of 15 years to transform the entire section of Delhi. And what Aam Aadmi Party is claiming, that they are doing great in education, they are doing great in hospitals. How many schools and how many universities they have been built, they have built in all these 12 years. Because we are here not to make alliances on some specific interest. We are here to fight for the people.
Okay, Niyama Gupta wants to respond.
Niyama Gupta. The people.
Okay, Niyama Gupta.
Just 1 second. Just one thing I want to complete. Here we are, Congress is out of power since 12 years in Delhi. So here, as the people representative, we are here on the behalf of the people of Delhi. Like what you have done in all these 10 years. BJP is ruling since more than 10 years. AAP is ruling more than now 10 years. So they have to be answerable to the people of Delhi, what they have been done and what they are actually, how they have transformed Delhi from a world-class capital to a disaster state.
Niyama Gupta. Okay, Niyama Gupta wants to come in there.
Just to tell Mr. Saxena, who's bashing every other political party, I have to just tell you something. The Congress has been ineffective and downright weak as an opposition party, not hitting the street for anything, tactily supporting Aam Aadmi Party's misendeavors with their silence, which speaks volumes of the way. Just let me speak like I let you did. Let's take the example of the liquor scam. Initially in 2022, when the INC filed a complaint with the Delhi alleging a multi-crore liquor scam, after that, nothing. You felt silent, withdrew from the picture. In fact, in 2024, when Mr. Kejriwal was arrested by the ED, you defended AAP as a part of the India Alliance. This is your commitment, and that is your consistency. The BJP did not budge an inch from its stand while you changed colors like a political chameleon. In fact, recently when Atishi ji and Sanjay Singh in their PC on, I think, 26th December, if I'm not mistaken, they lambasted the Congress and questioned their intentions in doing this, in these two things. They demanded action and apology and threatened to approach other Indian alliances leaders to make sure that Congress is removed from this, which was already an unholy coalition. most importantly, sir, they echoed BJP's biggest allegation that if Mr. Kejriwal's corruption is anti-national, why are they in alliance with them in the first place, even for a minute? So this is not a matter of convenience. This is a matter of political manipulation. And you have been absolutely
Okay.
quiet. We have been a watchdog on everything when it comes to AAP's misendeavors. When were you when they were doing the wrong thing? Why weren't you raising a voice then?
Okay,
Devika,
Sumit,
let me
Sumit,
answer,
okay,
please.
one second. Sumit wants to make.
Devika,
One
just 10
second,
seconds,
Mr.
please.
Saxena, I'll give you an opportunity. Sumit, please.
I'll tell Kushagra bhai one thing. Look, go into history, brother, and you will find one thing. Whatever Kejriwal has achieved is because of Congress party. You let him win last two elections. You did not fight Larry. You let your vote bank go to Quam because you wanted to keep BJP at bay. That is the reality of life. Now this has become your biggest Frankenstein and you don't know what to do with them. You have sacrificed your Delhi unit for that. And let me tell you, so-called India Alliance and ma'am, what you were talking about, Devika ji. Now, today, when the elections were over, 2024 parliamentary elections, didn't Congress said कि भाई ये दोस्ती election तक ही है, election गया, बात खत्म. Congress said that on record. So that is the point number one. When Kejriwal went to convince or do the campaigning for Kanhaiya Kumar, did Rahul Gandhi ji return the favor? No, he did not return the favor. Point number two. Point number three. When you are talking of the India Alliance, Akhilesh Bhaiya has already walked out of it. Mamata Banerjee is saying that we need a change of leader, otherwise Rahul Gandhi ke saath baat nahi banegi. And now the Aam Aadmi Party going and telling everybody is, bhai, ye Congress ko alliance se bahar nikalna. So what alliance are we
Okay.
talking at a level? There is no
Okay.
alliance at a level. This is all.
Okay. All right, Kushagra Saxena, respond.
Yeah, Devika, first of all, the BJP spokesperson said about the liquor scam. It was exposed by Congress senior
I said
leader
that.
Ajay Makanji when he held a press conference and he exposed the liquor scam. And we have, done many drives by telling people how the CM of Delhi has been, directly involved in the liquor scam. And second thing, she's saying that Congress has been, completely went into silent zone when it comes to accusing AAP. Ma'am, let me tell you one thing. We have been on a drive and we have taken out the entire Delhi Nyaya Yatra to expose the wrongdoings of AAP and BJP both, and we have connected and we have re-established our connection door to door by exposing both the dirty games
Yes,
of
but
AAP
the
and
point
BJP.
is that this is
What-
all
what
after
they
the
have-
general election. The
Yeah.
point is that this is all happened after the general election,
Yeah,
right? You
Devika,
were together for the general election. It's not as though the Aam Aadmi Party overnight became a corrupt party that needed to be
Devika,
exposed to the people of Delhi after the general election. Nimi
me-
Rastogi
let
wants to
me-
respond.
Just 10 seconds I want. Just 10 seconds I want. Yes, we were together in the general elections. As I've clearly mentioned that at the present scenario, like Delhi, like Arvind Kejriwal is a disaster for Delhi as a chief minister. On the same front, many of the opposition parties and the entire country knows this, that Narendra Modi, as long as he's been the prime minister of the country, he is a disaster for our nation. So on the national issues and on the national front, we were together for the common interest that we need to eliminate BJP for the national welfare thing. And when it comes to state and when it comes to Delhi, yes, we have been we have been out from the power it's been like now 12 years. So we are actually, we are also accountable. And people are looking towards Congress.
Okay.
They want that 15 golden years of Congress back in power. That's why
Okay.
we are here to
Nimi
fight.
Rastogi needs to make a point. Nimi Rastogi, make your point, then we've run out of time. Nimi Rastogi, go ahead.
Devika, the fact of the matter is the Congress is nowhere in fray. They are completely relevant to this Delhi election. And for once, I agree
We are
with
not making any bogus
if-
promises, Nimi. You
even
need
if
to,
they-
Okay.
you need to find yourself accountable. What you have done in these 12 years for people of Delhi.
Okay,
You have
all
made
right.
a world-class
Okay,
capital
Nimi
into a
Rastogi, let
disaster
Nimi Rastogi
capital,
complete,
and you are
please.
accusing us.
Kushagra
You
Saxena,
are-
you've made the same point earlier as well. Nimi Rastogi, go ahead.
any role of any constructive opposition also. We have diligently, painstakingly built up the faith and trust of Delhi's people in us. It is our style of politics, a calm ki rajniti, and we will continue that. The wave of popularity that Arvind Kejriwal rides is based in the deeply entrenched values as well as the work that we have done. So we don't
Okay,
need a
all right.
from
One sentence.
and
Pooja.
policy was a figment of imagination of Bharatiya Janata Party and Congress put together. There's been no
One
proof.
second.
Okay. Okay,
no-
Sumit. Okay, 10 seconds to Sumit,
Yeah,
then you have
I'll
to
just
wrap up.
I'll take 10 seconds. So by after this debate, what we conclude that Mr. Arvind Kejriwal is a Delhi leader. So he's not a national leader. That is what the crux of the whole discussion is. then why do you have national ambitions? Why don't you concentrate to Delhi rather than going to every state and losing deposits and then getting
That's
into
a very
scams?
cheeky
That's an
statement.
unsolicited piece of advice, ma'am.
Concentrate on
आपका
Delhi.
सारा प्यार,
Okay,
सारी
all
चीजें
right.
दिल्ली
All
में
right.
दिखती है बस, दिल्ली
Okay.
के
All
बाहर
right. We will leave the conclusions to the people of Delhi. The people of Delhi will be giving their conclusion in just a few weeks from now. In fact, not even months. We're a few weeks away from the election in the national capital. So we leave the conclusion there to the people of Delhi. I thank all of our guests for joining us this evening to take this conversation forward. On that note, viewers, a very short break.